And the Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Falcons' offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Doug.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Making side adjustments here. Off the play. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a straight inside the 10. Touchdown. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Army Black Knights offense will go to work for the first time today. They believe they can run right here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to... There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Black Knights! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off. I mean, what a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Got the first down and more. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. It's him inside the 20, still going. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. The give on the inside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's brought down with a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab. Touchdown Air Force. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He'll pull it on the read. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Running it to the right. Nice move there. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars, and now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
And the Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
The Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Black Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way. Zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. It's a draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all away. Touchdown, Falcons.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he's meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Air Force. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. They'll toss it to the left. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Touchdown, Falcons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. What an explosive eruption into the end zone
It starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Black Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more kicks.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Black Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He'll get rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one
looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cadets have it back as back on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Tight end now in motion. Off play action on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw it. Bring in the heat. Got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Black Knights line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground, finding open area, turning it on. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Lost one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Army!
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Intentional grounding, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try the toss to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first down. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. 2-point conversion attempt is coming.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between those two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Has route takes him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They give him the rock again on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Direct snap. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons!
Man, the defense really needed to stop them. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top at times, running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Under fire. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has a touchdown Air Force.
With great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to run it. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Falcons will boot it away to start the second half. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half in the first quarter of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
Set, ready.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Play action. He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. He'll do it himself. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Falcon. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Tony.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quick handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Black Knights will call on their punt team. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. And the Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Touchdown, Air Force. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Pace, 27.
Trying play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And incomplete on the deep ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They were licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons line it up with a 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and score.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll not. For a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Fires complete on the crosser. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tap. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Black Knights! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Gets some yardage and gets down. And the Falcons want to crank their tempo.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
It's complete to the right. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dances away to buy time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Air Force. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I say remarkable day. Remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
After your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and take it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Rush through behind his pad. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Falcons, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. Well, guys, Air Force has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Falcons are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open.
Touchdown Falcons! And lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. I mean, the way that intercepted, they were back in their own end and they stopped the drive.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got.
Let's go! Let's go!
Direct snap. It's Hunt. Wow, through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Just shedding tackles. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Army. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. The Falcons will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Falcons will have it first and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Falcons are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Falcons racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've converted third downs all day long. Touchdown, Air Force! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Army has it back, and the offense ready to go. Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, it's easy to call. It's when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. What a play on that return, but will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field.
Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Makes a catch at the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open. Right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell. They've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hunt. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Black Knights just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Harris will throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Falcon. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
The Black Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Now they'll run the draw. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Air Force has it back and the Falcon offense returns to the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand.
There he goes. He's at the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
How about this? These guys are going for two.
Here we go.
He's looking to pass. He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a two-point conversion after the long touchdown run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Harris back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra yards on the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like...
Breaks into the open. Has the first down marker and still running. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
a performance like that, that is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team. Bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.